Well, obviously United were well beaten yesterday, and seriously, I can't believe United fans. I mean, obviously they continue to give support to Amorim, and I think it's rightly so, because not being funny, given the amount of turnover of managers they've had since Ferguson, the answer can't just be to sack the manager each time. But for the love of God, for Amorim, change the system. It's began he took over in November, didn't he? And I think he's only won 8 Premier League games in however many matches, like 35 or so. Well, not 35 Prem games, but I think in total 8 games and 35 games in all competitions he's manager of, which as manager of Man United is an absolutely shocking record. And he goes out in the interview and goes like, yeah, okay, I understand the record's awful, but then he seems so wedded to this system. And it's interesting because we're kind of coming out of that era now where you had like managers like Pep Guardiola, obviously Jose Mourinho, you knew the style of football they were going to play. Now we're seeing a lot more managers, for example Thomas Frank, who are a bit more sort of like open and can change tactics in game and change it based on the opponent they're playing. It's been so clear for ages now that this three at the back does not work for this system at United. You look at the midfield and attack particularly, and you're like, you can't fit your best players in there. Bruno, this system does not suit him at all. And it's no surprise that his performances have fallen off a cliff in the last couple of months, And I think in general, for United, their performances are it's worse and worse. Every season you think, I thought this season they would improve a lot on last season, but we're not seeing it at all. Yesterday was the most convincing Manchester derby win you've seen in ages, and City don't even feel like they're back to their best anyway. Anyway, United fans, do you think to stick with Amorim, and is it purely just he needs to change the system? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below and follow for more of these sort of videos.